What is good, everybody, and welcome back to the Age of Empires 2, the Joan of Arc campaign. Last time we were here, we did the cleansing of the Loire, which is a river in France. Basically, we had to take out, I think it was 3 English castles. They had like settlements built kind of all along, little encampments built all along the river, each with a castle in it. Then there's this English guy Falstaff, and he had a huge army or whatever, and tried attacking my base, but I had troops there luckily to defend it. I wasn't completely all in yet, destroying English castles. But yeah, and totally when it told me I had to go east for resources, I went west instead, and honestly, I think west was the better route. So there was that. Had my fucking left and rights mixed up, my easts and my wests. But other than that, we succeeded. Drove the English back even further. Reclaimed more land for France. And now we're going to move on to mission 4, the Rising.
June 25th, Orléans. Dead France is returning to life. Our army swells with new recruits. In olden times, men swore fealty only to their particular lord. Now, we fight not for the insolent lords and ladies, but for France. For all of us, Joan is France. There is no distinction in our minds. The dauphin himself has arrived in Orléans. Never have I seen such a celebration. France needs a king, so we must escort the dauphin to Rheims, where he can be properly crowned. Yet, the city of Rheims is dangerously menaced by the Anglo-Burgundian army. The cities of Troyes and Chalon also bar the way. Joan commands that we must liberate all 3 cities before the coronation, and we eagerly seek to fight.
Alright. Gotta liberate some more cities, it looks like. That were French controlled, now they're owned by our enemies, the English and Burgundians. And Joan is France. France, as they say. So, has a nice ring to it, but might get Joan in trouble, as you could kind of hinted last time, that the dauphin advisors were a little bit not too happy with Joan. So, see what happens. Anyways, our objectives, of course, Joan must survive, travel west to help reinforce the French camp, be wary of opposition along the way. West here. We started the east this time. West is over here, so we don't have to worry about getting it mixed up. Let's see. The French can now advance to Imperial Age, but still cannot produce gunpowder weapons. Pop limit of 125. Well, that's okay. That's kind of alright. Wish we could produce gunpowder units, but oh well. Gaining control of the river may be a good strategy, but do not squander your resources needlessly on ships. Chalons. It's not challenge. Chalons is the closest and most vulnerable of the 3 English occupied towns. Making an example of them early could help even the odds for you in the long run. Ooh, excuse me. Remember your objectives. It is not necessary to level the cities, only to force the English to withdraw. Wall off all shallows to slow enemy attacks. Our scout report. The Army of France, blue, which is S, it is traveling to the French camp in the west, but the road there is defended by English guards. Joan of Arc will need to reach the camp before she can liberate Troyes. Chalons, and most importantly Rheims, if the French are to crown the dauphin. Chalons, Troyes, and Rheims, the 3 towns occupied by the English, are across the river and well defended. The English at Chalons will field knights and scorpions and even warships if threatened. The town is unprotected and can be easily reached by crossing the shallows. Twice it's slightly better defended with walls and a castle, protecting the river crossing to the east. However, they are not prepared for an attack from the flank. They will train pikemen and knights to fight the French, but will also build warships if they feel that they're about to lose control of the river. And finally, Rheims is a walled city protected by castles and towers. The English garrison there will include longbowmen like cavalry knights, mangonels, and trebuchets, a true challenge for the French. Luckily, it will be quite some time before they feel confident enough to launch an attack. Well, same with us, actually. Alright, well, let's do some scouting. Do some scouting ahead. You guys come this way, I guess. Do some scouting. Looks like here's the enemy. There's a tent here.
Joan of Arc is attacking our camp.
No.
Do not let her cross the river.
Get back in formation, you goobers. That's crossbowmen, unfortunately. Did I lose one of the scouts? No, he's there. Alright. If I just go this way. Oh, well, that's not great. Maybe I'll just bait more of these guys in and out of cover and... Alright, guys. So I made it to the French camp. Turns out Joan did not need to be here. My scouts just scouted ahead and got here first before she did.
Okay.
But, no, just taking out a tower there. But, we made it. Got a little base here with people to fight for us. So, yeah. Basically just gonna build up my base and make sure we can save these 3 English towns, or liberate these English towns. Alright everybody, how's it going? We are leading the siege here against our enemies, Rheims. I'd say Rheims is going to be the hardest. Their walled city protected. Anyways. Have more than one town center? No. Rheims. Oops. Rheims, I guess. From the trebuchet, I guess. From the castles now. Be friends with everyone. Rebuild the town center. My bad, guys. But you were evil for a minute. So yeah, you guys missed, unfortunately. Oh, troops all the way back here. That's interesting. Back these boys up. Over here. Over here. Sorry, what was I saying? Yeah, you guys missed the one of Chalon. Unfortunately, their town center was right here where all these farms were. Rather than them, they decide to rebuild their town center over here. But basically, all we have to do, as it says on the side, is just take down the town center, and then they become our allies again. We've liberated the city or whatever. So, even though these guys are technically Britons, so these guys, but whatever. You guys have a market? Castle, do you need that? Market right there, you do. You have a market all the way back here. Oh. Alright, got our trade route situation under control. All these guys get 78 from this back market here in Rheims. Should be able to take this town center with the army that I got. It's not super strong, but I have some paladins, which is the furthest our horses have ever gone. I have halberdiers, sorry, Jesus Christ. Halberdiers that are the furthest our pikemen have ever gotten. And since we're Imperial Age, I got to be able to build trebuchets now, which I will use to target down the town center, and then should be good to go. Yeah, like I was saying before, there is just I threw this wall up. I have one on this side too. It's just to stop early land attacks from really hurting us. And here falls the town center. Kabooey! Don't bother, they'll just turn.
Now the coronation of the dauphin can proceed.
There we go. France can have a king again. Woohoo! Yeehaw! We did it.
As we rode into Rheims, a sea of peasants and lords knelt before Joan. Some even knelt to kiss her horse's hoofprints. Cannon thundered, and 1,000 flags danced in the breeze. In the enormous palace, the dauphin knelt before the archbishop and rose as king of France. Prayers, anthems, and sermons filled the great chateau. Interspersed among perfumed dukes and ladies were tattered soldiers from our army, many still bearing wounds. Joan herself was at the king's side, as was her bedraggled battle standard. Despite the celebration, I know in my heart that this war is far from over. Our fathers and grandfathers died fighting the English. Joan gives us hope, but I do not know if hope is enough to ensure victory.
Dun dun dun. And so the plot begins. Alright, well that was mission 4, the Rising. Basically I had to just liberate 3 cities from the English, get them under French control, and then we could king the Dauphin, basically hold the ceremony that allows him to be king. I don't know. Crown him. That's maybe crown the king. Maybe that's a better way to put it. But yeah, we're able to do that. So that'll do it for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to help out the channel, you can like, subscribe, comment, do any and all those things if you enjoyed the video today. And as we say up here in Canada, peace out.